It's Morphin time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection S.P.D Shadow Ranger. The doggo with the doggo head. I'm actually excited about that one. And the obvious question, how does this snout fit into this helmet? It doesn't. Everybody who sees this figure, everybody who watched S.P.D always asks the same question. We will not answer that question today, but we're gonna have a look at the figure right now. Cool guy pose. Have a look at the size of your doggo. I'm gonna keep calling the doggo because it's hard to remember. He stands at about 16.5 centimeters to the top of his helmet, and that would mean 6.5, almost up to 6.5 inches tall. So the first thing that I noticed, having had Lord Zed and the White Ranger, they all have a little bit of a different size, which is fine. I mean, it will look good in the end. I don't know, although, if the Shadow Ranger, the doggo, is supposed to be bigger than the White Ranger, but that's how it is now in the figures. Now, for the overall look and detail, we got the helmet, which is very nicely done. We got the S.P.D logo in there with the dog head. And the helmet overall is nice, even though quality control strikes again, as there seems to be a weird line that kind of goes over the black. That will not be on all of them, that just happens to be on mine. And then also with the paint job over here on the side. This one is a lot less clean, I feel like, and that might just be totally quality control, or Hasbro is maybe I don't want to start rumors, but maybe they focus more on delivering a cleaner Lord Zed and whatnot, because those are like the main figures, right? You want the mighty Morphin stuff. Most of us do, but I like S.P.D. So anyway, we got the S.P.D logo also on the side. It's unpainted. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be unpainted. Then we got a nice S.P.D symbol on the shoulder pads, and then we got the 100 on the chest. The entire chest area, the entire chest piece is soft plastic, just like with the White Ranger. This one is a lot tighter, so I wonder how that's going to go for the articulation later. As we move down, you got the S.P.D Morpher, once again not painted, and just like in a kind of an ugly gray for the belt. Put some shiny red over it, and once again it is shiny. It's not metallic, but it is shiny. That's important. The lines go down. Those are also very clean. I mean, they kind of wobble a little bit, but not really anything with a problem. Yeah, let me have a look at the arm pads. Nicely molded with the shiny kind of gunmetal through it. And then once again, I really hate the color of the belt, and they redo it for his greaves over here. And I don't like this part. It's just kind of draped over, so just for custom stuff, you probably can take it off, but you don't want to take it off because it's not how they figured it looks. But I really hate this color. I just really hate this color. That's it. I think it's ugly, and I wish they would have chosen something a little bit different color plastic. But regardless, that's just a small nitpick. And then also very nice mold on the shoes. You have the soles actually, a little bit of detail on there. So yeah, overall good. Now for the articulation, as with all of them, the head is on a ball hinge, goes back and forth. Doesn't really have that much room, so it also doesn't go side to side. Does go all the way around. Then for the shoulder pieces, you have the amazing butterfly joint, and that's really one of the best parts of the figure for the articulation. You got a big hinge in the shoulder, can also rotate at the shoulder. Then you have a bicep swivel, double hinged elbow, which, let me see if I can get that. No, that's as much forward as it goes. Then the hand is just on a hinge, packed in, goes back and forth, and rotation for your chest area. As my voice is starting to crack again, you have a little bit of unclean. I mean, the way they molded it to make space for it is alright, I guess, but it still looks kind of wonky. Obviously, the coloring over there stops. That's fine. You can still try to, I guess, push the chest piece down to hide those things. So you have options. But anyway, rotation goes around, goes back and forth. Then you have the ab crunch to bring that forward and to the back for some pretty good posing. And then you got the we don't have actually rotation, what I didn't really realize, but you don't have rotation at the crotch piece because of the ab crunch. Then you got the ball packs on for the legs, goes up Not really to the back because it's blocked by the butt. Thigh swivel, double hinged knees, and the foot is on another hinge. Just pegged and hinged, which is ratchet, by the way, which is great for stability, but bad for posing, because he's always just kind of locks into a certain position, and you can't really move it around freely. And I really had trouble getting him just in a standing pose because of that earlier, but now it works. So for the accessories, gonna start it off with the doggo hat. This is what we all been waiting for. I mean, I love this. It's very nicely molded, also cleanly painted. Has a little bit of like a white brushing on there. So it looks great. Kudos to that. And you got this neck piece. Just, you know, when you take the regular helmet off, his neck will be exposed, so you just kind of drape this over and it looks cleanly. And I really appreciate that. They thought of everything. You got the S.P.D. kind of badge morpher. Nicely done. There's some really, really tiny writing on there. Can't even see that. And then we got the sword. As previously mentioned, the Lightning Collection is, you know, price point. I usually review Figmas and Figure Arts, and those are a lot more expensive. So what the Lightning Collection really does is still deliver good figures, but they kind of dropped the ball on painting their accessories, which is fine. I mean, you gotta cut costs somewhere. So you got this sword. It still looks nice, but once again, it has like kind of the ugly gray, and it could use a little bit more detail, paint, whatever. Then we got still two more hands. You got one fist hand and one gun hand, I guess pointy finger hand, which looks nice. And then you got a rubbery accessory to drape it over the sword, which is also a little bit rubbery. So just gonna try this out real quick. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And then you have this effect, which looks cool. This looks nice. And it's gonna bring me to the final thoughts for this S.P.D Shadow Ranger. Just like all the other ones of the Lightning Collection, this one's pretty good. The one thing that really sticks out to me is the articulation, which is really, really nice, especially the big butterfly joint. It's really well done, and it's really well hidden, so I gotta give him kudos, really big one. For that, the rest of the figure, he looks nice. There are some small paint slips, but it's not really an issue. Also, I mentioned with the White Ranger how much wrinkles he had in his outfit. They didn't really do that for the Shadow Ranger. And I think it looks better, just a little bit more seamless. There's still wrinkles in it, but it looks, you know, not as busy as it did with the White Ranger. But regardless of that, overall, this figure is still great. The accessories are a little bit meh, but you get a nice hat. Could get more hands, could get more whatever, but at the price point, and that's really what brings the line home. These guys just clock in around, what, 25 bucks? And for that, you're getting a lot, and you're getting quality. So yeah, do recommend this one, just like all the other ones I had so far. A little bit worse on the quality control, but once again, that everybody's gonna get a different one, so that's fine by me. So that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like. The dog face is so well done. Hit it up with a like, and don't forget to subscribe, and stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever the S.P.D Shadow Ranger wants.